Not finished app here, think enabling technology. We are a technology company that is developing a platform for partners to build applications utilizing the video camera. We've built some very cool additional video processing capabilities that we want to make available to developers, in particular kids developers. This is Kung Fu Skeeter, which is our showcase game that is available in the App Store now, that shows off our shadow touch technology, which is basically Kinect Lite. I think we've got a little bit of a light problem there.
There's a hot spot behind it,
Yeah,
that's why.
So the idea is you can program in Cocos 2D any type of basic game where you get kids to activate the things on screen. And right now we're actually recording this session. So you can create greeting cards, homework assignments that then get shared and saved forever. So that's the basic concept here, is get engaged children with active play on this platform. And there's a lot of advantages to it in that you actually, kids can see themselves do something. They can see the look on their face when they get it right. They get a reward that is kinesthetic. A lot of advantages here to learning and different learning styles. As well, you can have that piece of video footage that gets saved and shared with grandparents, with tutors. In particular in the special education space, where there are a number of different people having interest in the kids' development, this type of video-based learning is very, very interesting and powerful. So that's the first app that's out there that really is just trying to describe what we're doing with our first step on this video technology. And we are using Cocos 2D as a programming front end. So that's a basic, it's an entry-level programming framework for iOS, so this isn't any more difficult. But I want to show you a little preview of where we're going next with this, which is in the fitness space. And this is probably for kids who are a little bit older than the typical Duster Magic group. I think we're looking at probably 8 to 14, and in particular girls here. We're building a dance game. And this is just an example of where we're going. We're probably 2 decent revs in on the tutorial, or on just the playable demo. But you can see the potential for this. It's teeny bopper music, appropriate. And then what gets shared, we extract out that outline, the tutorial essentially, and then you get to share this video of you with all the bling going around. This is, sort of, for those of us who have never been big in console gaming, or who don't really want the hassle or expense, this is basically active gameplay, engaging you and your image on a very standard device.
Wow.
When are you hoping to go to market?
Well, we've got Kung Fu Skeeter that's out right now, and right now the major part of our business is finding good partners to develop applications with. We're working with a group out of San Francisco who've developed the Bop It game on this dance game, for example. So we're really looking, and in particular, I think there's really interesting opportunity working with bilingual education and as well special education in this platform.
So you use motion sensing, is that how?
Yes, what we're doing is, we're doing a video analysis. But our big difference from Kinect is that we're using just a single camera. There's no additional hardware required for this platform. It's kind of the lowest hanging fruit of motion detection applied to very clear market opportunities.
Do you have any face recognition work underway?
No, there's actually face recognition working in iOS, in the iOS platform that we can piggyback on top of for that. So for example, there's a lot of applications where you put mustaches and wigs on and you move your head around. And that's great and exciting. I think what we're doing is trying to understand a little bit deeper, what if it was the whole body on the screen? And by the way, this works just fine, or the camera on the iPad 3 changes it just a little, or the mini changes it just a little bit, but we're in process of making that compatible.
Let's be smaller people.
Well, the interesting thing is that the camera is the same size. The screen, you know, you don't need to stand further back because it's a smaller device. You just, it is a smaller image that you're looking at.
Air cameras?
So you're not articulating joint movement?
No, really what we're doing at this phase is recognizing whether or not you've hit a mark at a certain period of time. As we get more sophisticated with the speed of recognizing those marks, we can string them together and get closer to what you would call a gesture. But for right now, we're actually building pretty good apps just with that single space recognition. I think this dance engine, you know, get the right partner on board, and that's going to really push us towards more with motion.
Leaders?
All right.
Well,
Got a pretty wide spread, trendy, positive.
yeah, big range with
What's
a.
the skepticism?
Yeah.
Be honest. Yep.
Let me go over here.
Like hesitation. Just one day moving around and you're hitting something, you didn't feel like it was immediate after the place where you got the reaction. So the visceral effect of doing it physically didn't translate.
Which game was that?
The second one.
The second one? That second one, I would, for the performance of the technology, I would look at Kung Fu Skeeter because that's a finished app.
It was Skeeter that it looked like you were, I wanted to really squash that bug. And I didn't get the sense that that's happening for your movements.
Let's take a look afterwards and we can adjust the settings. Some of it has to do with the low light and the contrast level in the room right now. And there are some things that we can do to make that initial calibration of the screen smarter so that we can adjust the sensitivity to, hey, it's relatively highlight. You know, there's easy contrast, so let's make this a fast game. Versus if it's a low light situation, it's kind of got to be a slower game. But that's a great point.
You have a comment?
No, it was the same thing about when you hit that, it has to be within 10th of a second. And the tech demo usually, the demo is much better than in real life.
Oh, it smells great.
Right out of the ass. That's good stuff. That's rich chocolate.